Where are the Black-owned beauty supply stores? Have you ever heard that question? Where are the Black-owned beauty supply stores? When I hear that question, my heart really hurts. To sit here in year 2021 and have to hear the question, where are the Black-owned beauty supply stores, is a reminder of how much work we still have to do as African Americans. When you have a race of people who are 97% of the customer base of an industry and only 3% are owners, it's disheartening. Where are the Black-owned beauty supply stores? My name is Tanisha, and I am a Black beauty supply store owner. The name of my store is Tanisha's Beauty Supply. It is located in Oak Park, Michigan, right next door to Detroit. I've been in business for about a year and a half, a little bit over a year and a half. I have been able to bring in 6 figures into my beauty supply store. I am currently working on a second location. My stores have started small. I started in a 400 square foot space inside of a building in a suite. I then moved to a 1,200 square foot space in that same building. So I'm located inside of a building. I have also started focusing on my online sales, where I focus on selling wigs. The question of where are the Black beauty supply stores is something that I'm hoping we will continue to change. I have run into quite a few African Americans who are on that journey and that mission of changing that issue. They are opening stores. Even through all of the difficulties that our people are facing, to open our own beauty supply stores, there is a growing number of African Americans who have decided to take on the challenge. They are persevering through the racism, the lockout, and all of the barriers that have been put in front of them. I am excited about that. And my hope is wherever there's a beauty supply store in these great United States, there will be an African American beauty supply store within walking distance. That's my hope. That's my mission. I applaud every African American who has decided to take on the movement. And if you have decided to take on the movement and you have your own beauty supply store, or you are in the stages of opening your store, please let us know in the comments. Post your store, post your website, so that we won't continue to have to ask the question as a people, where are the Black beauty supply stores? A lot of us will shop in a Black beauty supply store if we knew where they were. So post your store in the comments section so that people can know where they can go. The only thing that I ask is, when you post your store in the comments section, is that you make sure that you offer high quality service to our people. One of the issues that our people express is that they want to support African American businesses, but many African American businesses are not conducting professional business. So if you are not open during the hours that you post, please do not post anything in the comments. Do not ask people to come to your store if you are open sporadically. If you do not deliver high quality service, or you have rude customer service, please do not ask people to visit. One of the things that we have to change as a people, as a whole, we have to change our business practices. If we post that we're going to be open from 11 o'clock to 7, Monday through Friday, there shouldn't be a time where we come to your store and nobody's there. We gotta offer our people quality service. And I will tell you, there's a wide open market for offering friendly service. Because one thing that African Americans can get when they go to the typical Asian beauty supply store, they're gonna get hours where the store is open. Regardless of the weather, regardless of what's going on, that store is gonna be open. But one thing that is hard to come by is quality, friendly customer service. So if you can offer that along with consistency, you can also make a lot of money in this industry. So let's reduce that question in 2021. Where are the black beauty supply store owners? Let's help our brothers and sisters find out where they are. Tanisha's Beauty Supply is located in Oak Park, Michigan. The address is 21700 Greenfield Road, Oak Park, Michigan. Suite 142 is inside the Greenfield Plaza, Suite 142, and we carry all kinds of products. We are a full service beauty supply store, from all of your different beauty supplies to your wigs, to your bundles, to your closures, to your frontals. So that's my plug for the beauty supply store, African American owned. Please put in the comment section where your store is located so that our viewers can go to the comment section and see where they can support these African American owned beauty supply stores. Where are the beauty supply stores? We know you're out there. There's been a growing number of African Americans who have been opening stores. So let's let the public know where they can go to shop at the black owned beauty supply stores. Even if you're online, let them know your website so they can order. If you're African American, let them know your website so they can order from an African American beauty supply store owner. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll continue to bring information that will be pertinent to your beauty supply business. Please like the channel, share the content with someone, especially this particular video, because our African Americans who are opening these stores, they need you. They need every dollar that you spend in those Asian stores. They need those dollars to stay open because they don't get the same access as Asian beauty supply store owners. They don't get the same access. They don't get the same prices. There's a great deal of discrimination against them, and it's ruthless discrimination. So they need you, even if you have to drive a little ways off to get to that African American store. If you can verify that it's indeed an African American beauty supply store, please, please, please put a little extra effort into supporting them, because they are having a very hard time establishing their business. This is relatively new. When I grew up, an African American beauty supply store I had never seen one. The closest thing that I had seen to an African American beauty supply owned store was a man who owned a beauty supply, but it wasn't your typical beauty supply. He specialized in your professional products, like Dudley products, design essentials, some of the products that you just can't go in the regular store and buy. He specialized in those, but he did not carry your normal regular products. It wasn't really a store where you went in and shopped. There was another young man, and I was born in Flint, raised in Flint, Michigan. A large number of the population was African American. Then there was another store. There was one man named Mr. Hutchinson, and his beauty supply store was Hutchins. And he had a small beauty supply store. It pretty much carried a lot of the products, but not really the accessories that really make you the money. The word around town was he struggled because across the street was an Asian beauty supply store where the prices were lower, but Mr. Hutchins could not match those prices because this was, you have to think, this was 40 years ago. It's ruthless now to get into the business. So can you imagine 40 years ago? Some of these Asians have been taken to court just to allow African Americans to be able to order from them, to shop in their warehouses. Some of these Asians had to be taken to court and sued. So imagine 40 years ago, he could not get the same prices and he ended up closing. I'm not sure what the reason was, but I wouldn't be surprised if much of it was he couldn't get the same prices. We as a people, we've got to be willing to make a little bit of an effort to support our own, even if it's not as convenient. There's no Mexican restaurant that I've ever seen that's ran by a black man, and all they sell is Mexican cuisine. There is no Chinese restaurant that I've ever seen or heard of that is ran by a black person, because Chinese understand how to sell their own stuff. Mexicans understand how to sell their own stuff. There is no golf shop that I've seen or heard of that is ran by an African American. Now, I'm not saying golf is only for white people. I'm not saying that. But we do have to agree that it's predominantly white people who are involved in golf. Predominantly. So I have never seen a black-owned golf shop. If there is one, that would be nice. That would be fabulous. But what I'm saying is every race of people understand that they have something that's unique to them, and they have no problems marketing, producing, and retailing what's unique to them. So it is time out for African Americans to continue to give over our unique ways, our swag, our talents over to other races to market it, to produce it, and to retail it. And then we have the nerve to get in line and buy it? This is us. These kinky locks, that's us. Some of these ideas we created. And then we're going to give it over to another whole race of people that don't even like us for the most part. They don't even like us. We're going to give it over to them, and then we're going to get in line and buy it? How does that work? It's like somebody coming into your house and taking your pictures off your wall that you painted and taking them and putting them in frames, beautiful frames. They didn't paint the picture. They took the picture out of your house because you weren't paying attention. You were asleep. So they took the picture out of your house. They didn't paint it. They didn't create it. They took it out of your house while you were sleeping. And then they went and they designed these beautiful frames to put around your original Picasso, your original artwork. They designed a frame. And you know what? The frame is not even always beautiful. Because if you go to a lot of these stores, these Asian beauty supply stores, they're crowded. There's no aesthetic to it. It's just stuff here. You know, if you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. If you don't want it, get the heck up out of here. But here it is. There's no extra creativity to beautify that space for you. Here's the stuff. Do you want it? You don't want it? That next person behind you gonna get it. They want it. So they don't even have to put forth no effort. All they gotta do is put it on the shelves, throw it on the shelves, hang it on the wall. Sometimes you go in there, the stuff is laying on the floor. The braid hair is laying in boxes on the floor. They know you're gonna go in there and buy it. You don't put no requirements on them. No customer service is necessary. They don't have to have it. They can push people, put their hands on people, do all kinds of things to our people. And you know what? The next day, we'll be back in there again. So where are the black beauty supply stores? This is an important question that we as a race of people have got to answer, because if someone comes in your house and takes the painting off your wall that you created, the question I have for you is, Once you find out they took the painting off the wall because you were asleep, are you now going to go get in line and become their customer when they took your painting off your wall? Are you now going to get in line and become their customer? Where are the black beauty supply stores? Please post in the comment. And if you don't own a beauty supply store, but you know where one is, and it has a good reputation, because like I said before, I'm not sending people to have shoddy stores that they're not there, or they come when they want. No, we got to do better. But if you know a good beauty supply store, black owned, put it in the comments so that our people can shop from our own people. Thank you, everybody. Hit subscribe if you would like to hear more of this content. Share this video with someone else if it's going to be helpful to them. And hit the like button if you liked it. I might get some dislikes because this was a pretty tough subject. But you know what? This color on my skin right here, this is tough. Been that way my whole life. I was born black. So I didn't have a choice but to come into a tough situation. So you know what? I might as well not be afraid to talk about the rough, tough sides of what I was born into. I didn't have a choice. I came in this world black. This is just my reality. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.
Tanisha's Beauty Supply, beauty, power and style, power and style. Tanisha's Beauty Supply, beauty, power and style, power and style. Get whatever you need.